Welcome back. We're the Super Maker Bros.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Steven.
And this week we 3D printed Jon Snow's sword, Longclaw.
On to the build.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Today's build, of course, is, what is it?
Jon Snow's sword, Longclaw.
There you go.
Hello.
Your soundboard revved up and ready to go?
Yes.
It's me.
We 3D printed this on, what, Rep 2s?
Yeah, I was able to get this build on, it's broken down 4 Rep 2s, or smaller build volume machines. In the future, I would like to see it printed. The blade is all one piece because it makes it easier, less work, less fondling. The dovetails is not necessarily a great design for this. They kind of really stand out at the end of it.
So you would like to see it in less pieces?
Yes.
So I mean, we could have done that in NetFab.
Yeah, sometimes putting pieces back together. I don't have NetFab at work. I was trying to use it this week, but it didn't work out for me.
Sometimes it also doesn't work. It leaves a gap sometimes if you do it wrong.
Slightly thrown off by the machine. It depends on the machine too.
Yeah, this is designed for small printing.
Yeah, I would like to go back to the well and redesign the entire blade as like one piece that goes into the handle, but I can't take anything away because whoever did this was a freaking expert by comparison to me because I don't know squat about modeling.
Yeah, it's also really hard to design. Like with the dovetail, the dovetail supposedly would help structurally, strength, but I think dowel rods or pins or something of that nature might have been a little stronger.
Yeah, and I think the rule of thumb is the less sanding and bothering I have to do, or the less parts I have to combine, the easier my life is going to be. That goes for any build.
Well, yeah, because full size, it's always there's always a chance that it might break.
Yeah, and then I totally was poking at the ceiling when I was swinging this thing around trying to move it. So it was definitely unwieldy once it gets all together. But overall, it's just I'm trying to hide all clear out all the creases,
the build lines or the connecting points.
I didn't have that many build lines. Not too many build lines.
Well, connecting points would be your pain point here.
Yeah. And
using regular glue with zip kicker.
Yeah, I don't have a clamp big enough to really clamp all this together. So.
Oh, like one full.
Yeah, I didn't have a big enough one. And then once I prime it, it's just trying to find. Now I'm looking for my imperfections, and I go back and I did a lot of sanding, but I was trying to really crank this build out.
You also added tape because you're gonna use what is it called? Aluminum tape over it.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could use the Scotch tape to hide some of the cracks, kind of fill them, but it didn't go too well.
Yeah, that other tape, aluminum tape, shows everything.
Yeah.
So now this is gray, like a gunmetal?
No, that's metallic silver. I'm already into the handle. I'm going into final paint by this point, and the handle is I'm gonna do it black, and the wolf will be white with a little bit of black wash. We'll get to the black wash, which I have
some issues with that.
Yeah, it didn't come out the greatest, but at the end it came out looking good. But during the process, I didn't think it came out that good.
I mean, the money shot is always the handle anyway. So as long as you're happy with the handle, I think your sword is complete.
Yeah, I think it came out good at the end, but right here, like I feel like I'm really just piling on the black paint, and it's really just losing the white. It turns more gray than white, if anything. So.
Yeah. So next time, just use some water and try to dilute it a little bit.
Yeah, and that'll help it out.
Hopefully. So I also use a chip brush, which is like a little wider, but it's kind of it's a little messy sometimes when you're doing a dark wash on a light color.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good tip. I'll have to give it a shot for the next time I go one of these bad boys.
But it almost looks like Saba from Power Rangers, the handle.
Yeah, and then I epoxied the last spot together. I figured they're trying to give it the most oomph before I go into aluminum tape. And then as you can see, the tape is there, but it's not wide enough.
It looks so hard to work with, man.
It is. It crinkles. As soon as you unravel it, it gets messed up. But I think with a bigger, a wider tape, I think I can cover more ground. And then you see how I'm trying to fill it in, and then I have to go back and fill in all the little gaps. I think if it's big enough, if it's a wide enough tape, I can get through it. And then the weathering tended to hide some of it. As you can see here, it's kind of weathered and stuff like that. So
once you push it down, it picks up all the cracks, though. It's
overall right there looks good, and it definitely gives it a real sword look. But I think there's definitely improvements to be made on my end.
It's really big.
Yeah, she's a big one. Well, subscribe for new builds and come on back and check us out.